is Suzanne LaGrande, and today on We Are All in This Together, I am talking to actress, comedian, and Portland icon Wendy Westerelle. Welcome.
Thanks, honey.
Wendy, I'm wondering if you could tell me how you are spending your days at home. That's not a place that you usually hang out, I'm guessing.
Well, excuse me, home has always been important to me. And I'm a little Jewish girl from Chicago, and I love my home. It's a darling little place, and I spent years and years collecting things, and my husband painted everything, hand-painted the entire inside of my house, and it's all hand-painted and beautiful. But you're right. I work at Adorn, I work as a stylist, and I love it, and I work on stage, and I do comedy. So I'm very busy, and I'm super social, and I love being out. And, I visit with dear friends, and with my friend Darcel, I visit him every week. It's weird being home all the time, but I realize what I've not done. So I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I wake
have
up
you
in the...
Have you found any ways to cope with the fact that you were mostly with other people and now you're spending a lot of time?
Well, I spend a huge amount of time on phone calls. People call me. I visit my neighbors from far, far away. I do Zoom calls. I do lots of texting. And people come and visit me. These two lovely men come and visit me, and they are precious, and they bring me groceries, and they put them up on my porch, and I visit with them. They drink champagne. I drink Diet Coke, and we stay really far away from each other. So I do it, the Wendy Westerelle way. But I'm not, I'm not taking any chances. I'm not doing anything stupid. But I've been in the house since the 14th of March.
That's a long time.
Yeah, along with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's. I wrote to someone. I have a friend in Israel, and they're under quarantine now, and it's very bad there. And I said, I may never see you again. Life as we know it will never be the same. And that doesn't sound like doomsday, but it's true. How do you go through something like this as a people? How do you go through something like this and not come out differently or be the same after this,
What kind of things do you think won't be the same after this?
Well, I think we're going to get rid of the bastard in the White House. At least I pray to God that's true. I've been around 72 years, and in all my life, including Nixon and Reagan and Bush, have I ever seen anyone as evil as him. And so I'm hoping to God that President Biden can at least spread the love. I don't think we have to agree with everything. I think we just have to come together. So that'll change. I've never cared about money. So the people that care only about money, I don't know if it'll change them or not. I hope so, but they that seems to be their God. For me, I believe in a higher power, and I believe that there's some sort of divine thing going on. I don't know. I can't imagine what it could possibly be, though. I just don't know. And I just want people to treasure each other more. My whole life has been about treasuring people and friendship and loving. It really has. Mm. I mean, even though I came from a neurotic Jewish family, even though I loved them, they were completely insane. And, good resentment and a cup of coffee propelled them through the day. And I grew up anxious and scared. But it's changed, I was married to a man who was astoundingly spiritual and loving, and he put it all inside me, and I've become a lot more that way, and I have for years. I think that the only thing, I just swear to you, the only thing that matters is love. Now, I'm not Pollyanna, and I don't think that you can live on love. I have a beautiful little house that is paid for, thank you God. But I bought it when I was 27 years old for $24,000 when my first husband died and left me money. So I'm lucky. I have a roof over my head and I'm warm, and that's a huge deal. But beyond that, it's just about love. I swear it is.
You also are a comedian. Is it also about
I still am, but I'm not being very funny today. Okay, I'll do one funny thing for you.
Okay,
my people are having Pesach. We're having Passover soon. And I said, oh, my God, this is the big plague, And we're always worried about, locusts and boils. Now we have coronavirus. And I said we could still have Passover and we'll have a Seder. And instead of blood on the doors, we'll put ketchup, but we'll put it up high so the dogs don't get it. and we're gonna have we'll have our own plague, and we can talk all about it. We don't have to hate anybody or resent anybody. We can just have Pesach. I'm doing a lot of comedy writing during all this. I know I sound very
serious. Yeah. So a lot of times when people think of a situation like this, it's really hard to find the humor in it, and people are also looking for the opportunity to laugh, right?
Exactly. Well, I did some porch talks. My friend Ann Adrian, who's the executive director of Vital Life, who I work for every year, I do fundraisers for them at Revolution Hall. And she came on one of the first days and recorded me on my porch, and she asked me all these questions, and we recorded them. And the truth is, Suzanne, I'm not trying to be funny. I just am funny. It's my heritage. It's where I come from. And I don't, to me, a comedian, that goes up there with all this stuff that they talk about, that's not what I do. I'm not one of those kinds of comedians. I just talk about my life. I talk about Friday night dinner with my crazy family and my rich Uncle Julie, who brought pastries and told me not to eat it because I was fat. And my Aunt Ruthie, who was the original anorexic, who kept telling me she could put a pea in her clavicle. And my cousin Gail, who ran around like the mouse and on our Friday night recitals. I mean, I can talk to you about any subject. Just not try to be funny, but it's in me. Mm-hmm. My people are funny, the Jews. Mm-hmm. We are very funny people. Mm-hmm. And we have a great sense of humor, and we've survived and survived and survived, Do
you think there's a connection between surviving and surviving and developing a good sense of humor?
Oh, God, yes. And also not only that, but also forgiveness. I think that, forgiveness is so amazing. And I always say I'll forgive, but that doesn't mean I okay it or I approve it. But I'll forgive. The only one I'm not going to forgive is Trump, because he ruined our country. So I'm not going to forgive him. But I don't actively hate him because it just makes me miserable. So I don't do that. But there's some people, that you just you can't. And I'm a human. Suzanne, I have a saying. I say I have HBP, which is high bitch potential. So there's always a little of that, a little of that edge left in me. I'm sorry, that's my crazy dog.
Looking at what's happened so far, besides, a change of government, do you see anything else that's going to be good coming out of this situation?
Well, I think excuse me, I think that the earth is repairing. I mean, I walk outside, I've never heard so many birds in my life. The air is just clean as a whistle. I heard that dolphins are, swimming around Venice. I know that it's just miraculous how the air and the planet is getting a little, Mother Earth is getting a little time to breathe. That's one. And you know what else, Suzanne? I'll tell you something. This is very interesting. The people who are complete, can I swear on this?
No, because it's public radio.
No, I won't. So the people that are poop heads will stay that way. Everyone during this crisis shows their true colors. Everyone. The people that are hoarding, the morons that were swimming all together, the kids, all of that shows that who they are. But the good guys, they are doing a great job. They're the ones, they're the ones who are coming up and doing the best for the world, Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody that I know and I love, no one's disappointing. People are delivering food, people are making masks, people are sending loving messages, all the performers and all the arts are sending music and dance, and I think that I just pray to God that stays the same, and that people are really going to be together, because that's all that matters, really, isn't it? I mean, we all die in the end, don't we? There's nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. Your money doesn't help you after you go. So one day at a time is how I live my life. I'm a 12-step girl, and I live one day at a time, and that's saving me. I just wanted to say, bless everyone's hearts, and I just hope for the best, and I really, really, really want to stress that people should not be scared, because it is what it is. Just try to get through this with kindness and a brain in your head, and be decent. Be a decent human being. That's all you can be. That's all.
I've been talking today with Wendy Westerelle, who is an actress, comedian, and Portland icon.